Did you know Mixtape Nation is also on television and airs in over 2.7 million households? If you'd like to advertise with Mixtape Nation, email us at mixtapenationtv@gmail.com.
She makes me want to scream, hey, holler and curse. Hey, I'm just a footnote in her life. I want to be the book, chapter, and the verse, and I want a starring role. I want a pivotal scene. Hey, I got more to offer than an extra man. I want to be her silver screen. Hey, but she's got limitations. If I hold on to her reservations, she's been known to break, but she refuses to bend. She's just a bad girlfriend. She makes me want to run right into her arms and lose myself in her bad condition to keep me safe from harm. But she keeps herself at bay, walks on the other side of the street. It feels like she's 1,000 miles away when she's just up the road a piece. And I'm having trouble with her translation, and I can't make out her revelations. And I'm all out of flowers to send to that bad girlfriend. History, it just repeats. It follows me up and down these streets. It's an all too familiar crime scene. And the graffiti reads like poetry. It's all knowing and self-predicting. It's straight to the point, but the truth is missing. She's moving away from me now. She's slipping her hand from my hand. But baby, my palms are all dry, and I know who I am. See, I'm a romantic junkie. I'm a relationship flunky. In love, I've been a millionaire, but with monopoly money. And I know I've got high expectations. So cancel the hall, the band, and take down the decorations. And I've learned another lesson, so it's time well spent. And maybe one day I could see my way through to being her friend. Yeah, but who am I kidding?
Hey everyone, I'm here with Keith Monacchio, and Keith has a new album called The Dust Up. Keith, please tell us about it.
Well, thanks for having me on. This album came out in September. It's recorded over the span of probably 3 or 4 years. I started off with about 15 songs and cut that down to 10. Mm-hmm. And I'm really happy with the way it came out. Mm-hmm. I had worked on it at SRG Studios with a producer, Sean Galonic, who is kind of like my partner, and we're do the records together. We, a lot of the instrumentation and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I had a lot of good folks come in and play on it.
And you know what sucks?
What's that?
No one's gonna buy it.
I know, it's true.
Well, I mean, you're gonna sell it, and like, what's the thing? I mean,
well, it just seems like, I guess people stream it on the
right. I'm not saying
internet.
It's a bad record, but I mean, we talked about this briefly before.
Well, it's true. It's true. People don't buy records anymore.
Right, and for the guys we have on our show,
right,
the smaller guys,
right.
it's going to affect them.
Yes, it's like a calling card, to have the record on. I mean, yeah. I am not a believer of stealing music. I think people should support bands, and in order to support bands, you need to buy their records. Mm-hmm. Not that they're going to get rich off it, but the smaller bands really, really depend on it. Mm-hmm. I know that the argument is that, why would I buy Pink Floyd's record at full price? They've been ripping me off for years. Well, right. Amazon is not one day going to just say, we've been charging you for all these years. Now everything's free.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. Right. And it's a trick. I look at it as a trickle-down effect. You have a small band. They put out a record and everybody loves it. Mm-hmm. I say, this new band, I love them. I just got their record. I can't wait for them to put out another record. I can't wait to go see them live. A couple months go by and you hear, that band, they broke up. Can you believe it? Why did they break up? They were so good. Well, they broke up because everybody stole their record off the internet. They probably didn't have 2 nickels to rub together to get to the next touring stop. Right. And they're living in dirty econo lodges and trying to get to the next show while eating at a truck stop. Yeah. And sharing.
You're not exaggerating. I mean, this is what
this
happens.
is it. And this is it. And and when they got home, they went back to probably their parents' house or an apartment that they share with 4 other people. And the bills are like this, but they don't have any money because they didn't really make much money at the shows because they didn't get paid or nobody knew who they were. And that's part of the struggle. I get it, but buy the record at the show. Don't go to the show and say, I can't wait to go home and search for their free music of theirs online. Yeah.
It's cool for sampling, but
it is, and I get it. And I probably sound like a dinosaur here, like saying this, but the whole thing is a trickle-down effect. So then the band said, well, why did they break up? Well, they went to record another record and they couldn't pay their producer, and their first record was self-financed, and they worked jobs to do it. Right. And they got all their money together, and they made these songs, and then they went on the road, and they had to quit their jobs. So when they got home, they didn't have those jobs. Well, they said, we'll make money from the records we sell at our shows. But they didn't really sell many records at the shows. And it wasn't because they weren't good enough. So everybody, and then the inevitable band fight about who, I got to do this, and my girlfriend wants me to do this, or my boyfriend wants me to do this, and I have to get a regular job. And, and then the band implodes, and you don't hear from them again, and it's sad.
Hey, this is Joey Affatato, and you're watching Mixtape Nation.
Sorry, guys. This thing twisted up on me. All right. Oh, okay. I burnt the candle at both ends. I really lit it up. Took my half-filled cup and poured it all out. Yeah, I'm the one who started the flood. So when you start to fall away, it's just a little bit of the price that you pay for taking our love and beating it up. Come here, really grudge driven. Don't you call me at all. Don't wait around for your benediction. Don't carve your name in my bedroom wall. 'Cause I know all of the parts that you play. And the one big mistake that you made was taking our love, beating it up. You and your wicked heart. Hey, you pulled mine apart. You were talking out of both sides of your mouth, telling stories just in case things they went south. And I watched you die when the truth came out. Tore mine apart. You were talking about all your big doubts, talking yourself straight out of town. Then I watched you die when it all went down. Yeah, I burnt the candle at both ends. I burned it all the way down. Not trying to hear your act of contrition. I smiled real big when you drove out of town. So here's hoping you rue the day that you never forget the way that you were taking our love and beating it up. Taking our love and beating it out, yeah. Taking our love and beating it up.
Turtle, which is on a 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 turtle, and it's turtles all the way down. The earth spins round the sun, spinning round the galaxy, round the universe, round the nucleus of the atom in a massive giant's thumb. Why a thumb? Why is it always a thumb? Of all the parts of a giant's body, why does a thumb always have to have a universe on it? And what is he standing on? He's on a turtle, which is 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 on a turtle. And it's turtles all the way down, turtles all the way down, turtles all the way down. times contained inside it. There is no before that, cause it's turtles all the way down. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. Before that, he was bored and he put his turtle on a turtle. And it's turtles all the way down. If you film all of creation, cut the frames out, paste them together, cut them sideways, lay them out, and watch the movie it creates, you'll see a turtle which is on a turtle, 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 which is on a turtle. And it's turtles all the way down. 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 Turtles. 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 Turtles.
Thanks for tuning in to Mixtape Nation. If you'd like to reach out to us, email mixtapenationtv@gmail.com. You can also connect with us on facebook.com/mixtapenationtv and on Twitter and Instagram at mixtapenationtv.
And and you said you have like 9 different guys on this album,
Yeah.
or whatever it is. It takes a lot of work. And just because you enjoy the work doesn't mean it's not work. I mean, you put a lot into making an album, and and it's a great album, and you make great music.
Right.
I used to, and we talked about this briefly, but I saw you when I was in middle school. I saw you play with the Semi-Beings, and if anybody doesn't know the Semi-Beings, you got to check them out. Just do me a favor, type it in Google and find them, because they were like. Well, you describe them. Describe what you were doing with the Semi-Beings, because there really wasn't much like it at the time. This was like the late '90s.
But we didn't really know what we were doing.
Yeah.
We played with what we had. So we had acoustic guitars and we had amps, and we just like, well, let's just plug into these amps and just we started off as just a little trio playing acoustic songs, and then we're like, we need drums, we need bass, and then we never got new guitars. We just kept our acoustics, and then we started to like the sound that came out of it, and it just sounded like a wall of acoustic noise, just chords, and just it was great. And it was definitely a fresh approach we took to it, and I think it's what people liked about us.
And the thing is, people still talk about it. And the thing is, also, like when I saw you guys, I had already heard about you guys a year or two prior, because everyone was like, "Yeah, this band, they're doing something totally different." It's like, it's acoustic, but it's electric, and it's like metal, but it's not. Like, it was a really cool thing. And you actually didn't stray too far from that when you did the Commons after that.
No, I mean, I definitely, I made an effort to, your first band is definitely a lot, kind of is the seeds of what you're going to be. And you take all the influence of that and everything you learn from that and everything you learn from the guys who were in that band and all the lessons and everything, and you try to make your next band and take those lessons. But then you get a whole new set of problems with the next band where you're trying to, but I went to electric guitar in the Commons. Just because the Semi-Beings was a really special thing, and I really didn't want to take anything away from that and just do something completely different.
Sure.
So I think it did with the Commons. I mean, I'm still, writing all the songs, and it generally has a style about it, the way I write songs.
Yeah.
But different musicians bring different things to the band, and I wouldn't change anything about either band. I mean, they're both special.
Yeah. But the nice thing is you're still doing it.
I am still doing
Got
it.
a new record, and the songs you're doing today, are they from this record?
Yeah, I'm going to do 1 or 2 from that record. Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
So
let's check them out. All right. Keith Monacchio on Mixtape Nation.
Best I can. With these I promise I'll be everything. Your truth, your love, your compass. 'Cause I know what it's like to have no shield. no big hand to hold, no one to tell you to deal. But I will, and I'll protect you. All I've got and peace I'll give you. And if it locks, I'll break the door down for you. 'Cause I remember the sound when that door shut on me. No big arm to push it open, no one to toss you. Got me, and I'll protect you. Yeah, I'll protect you. So climb up. On my shoulder and slow down. There's no rush in getting older. 'Cause I never thought that I'd ever get this chance to make me a better man than I am. And this much I can promise, I'll be all things your chief number one accomplice. 'Cause I remember how it feels to be left wondering, yeah. Who's gonna cover up my ears when the thunder starts rumbling? How will I